season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Golden Gophers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Rides the back on the option to give. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabs it in the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Takes a handoff. It's ball. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Buckeyes offense will get the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Roberts. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Looking for a man. It's Wilcox. Complete to the right. Good job running down the route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, better look out. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Makes the quick grab. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. After not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Get it out on the screen. He's out past the 35. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They picked up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. After run, now throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go.
Turning it on. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Looking left. Got his man. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. The Golden Gophers have moved it inside the 20. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Minnesota! setting up for the extra point and the tie. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get to the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle, jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They'll run for it. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Running up to add another. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's long. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. And an explosive play gets this offense working.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Motion from the wideout. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Gets open down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Still on his feet.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the run... There he goes! He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. These guys are... in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Colligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Golden Gophers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Ohio State's offense will take the field first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That Nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Minnesota's offense will go to work for the first time today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush the thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, and let him get some confidence. And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelled the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the fourth down.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run it from the gun. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the back. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. Makes one man miss. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's not the option they were looking for. You know, you want to run that option and maybe pitch the football, but that play looked dead from the jump, and the QB had nowhere to go.
Got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that.
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. To the ground with the back. first down. They'll put it in play from the 33. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to throw. It's Wilcox. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Snagged in the middle. It's Roberts. Breaks into the open. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. First down and 5 after the penalty. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to take a shot on second and short. It's incomplete, but I don't think it's going to matter. There's a flag at the line of scrimmage, and it looks as if the defense was offside.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight window.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. He'll pull it on the read. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. using the quick game. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Golden Gophers have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, they come up short. It's not going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this first down.
And so I'm bringing all the big bodies in on the defensive line, and I'm making sure I get a little bit of penetration so I don't get let that big running back get downhill so he can fall forward, so he can get momentum going. Big time 4th down and short down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. And here comes the offense on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To throw, it's Wilcox. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll try the run. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Buys a little extra time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking to throw, it's Wilcox. Works the middle. They'll immediately call timeout. They make the the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Going to swing it on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on third down. Fires to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Snagged out of the air. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Back to pass, it's Wilcox. Quick strike complete. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw. Rushes on him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up third.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Dead center perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. defense in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working that left sideline beautifully for the chunk play. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast. Understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Picks up the 1st down. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. A little release to the back. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Wilcox. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And it's right down the boulevard. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. TCU is running away with things, and I'm not sure who saw this coming today from this offense.
Off play action on 1st down. Looking to scramble.
They're up by 22 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the 1st down.
A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Got his man, turning it on, and he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He makes a grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Running with the fullback. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minnesota! Setting up for the extra point that will put them on top.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want. What a cut! Now he's home. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. And the Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. There he goes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Bringing the heat. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Wilcox. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by one possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz, or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, I can tell you haven't played the position. If you can't step into throws and you can't follow through, it obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They knock him. but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Buckeyes are in the red zone. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Got some room under the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They build this fourth. And they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And he added the extra point. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Well, you're trailing here in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the first down, yes, but also getting out of bounds and try and preserve as many seconds as you can on the clock.
Throws from the tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's long. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Wilcox. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Under fire. Got it behind the line. It's long. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Quarterback on the keeper. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He takes a snap and takes a knee. It is